Hi, this is David School with Relativity. Thanks for coming back and seeing us again. I have had a great time making these videos for all of you, and I hope that you're enjoying them too. Leave me some information. Leave me some comments on there so I can see what you're up to, and I look forward to hearing from you about the videos. On to today's subject. Today, we're going to talk about social networking and social marketing and making them effective. Well, unfortunately, kiddies, on the playground of social networking and social marketing, we have to have a few rules or protocols that go along with this marketplace. And they're real general, so I'm not trying to pinch you too hard, but these are things that are good common practice protocols that we can follow to make our networking and marketing on the social sphere effective. Rule number one is, what do I do? One site, one social marketing site, or many? Well, this is an easy question to answer. Number one is, how much time do you have? You're going to have to spend some serious time on these social sites. They require your attention. They require daily work. If you're not able to do that for one, how can you do it for five? It's better to spend time on one and make a really great profile that has a lot of great information and great interactivity than it is to spend that time on five and get five really bad profiles set up, or five really kind of weak and not interactive profiles set up. It's better to go where you can go with the time that you have. So when you're asking that question, rule number one is to remember how much time you have and leverage that time accordingly on one site or many. Rule number two, look who's already talking. A lot of people will go out and set up their own world and then go, oh boy, there was already a world set up over here 10 years ago that talks about this topic, has been talking about this topic, and I can just jump right in and engage, versus I'm going to have to build a whole sphere of social interaction around myself. There are plenty of social networking sites out there. Check them out. See if they've already got topics that you're dealing with. See if you can already jump right in on the conversation. Don't just sit there and try and create the wheel over and over and over again. It's a waste of time, and if you put your energy into building your presence on a site that already has a group like yours, then you'll eventually bring them over to your network in the future anyway, and you won't have to think about recreating it from scratch. Rule number three, or protocol number three, prepare your site completely before you promote it. Okay, I don't know how many times I've gone to a site from a promotion that said under construction, the little guy with the jackhammer or the tool or whatever, and he's under construction guy. Bad form. Terrible, 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 naughty, naughty, naughty. Don't waste people's time. If you call me over and tell me, Dave, I really want to show you this cool thing, and I come over and you go, well, I haven't bought it yet, I'm going to go, geez, I'll just go check it out some other place. And if you ask me back again, I may or may not trust you, or may not want to waste my time with you. So get your stuff together before you get out there and start telling people about what you can or cannot do. Before you invite somebody to your house, I would assume that you should have a house to invite them to. So keep that in mind, and if you do have a house, make sure you pick up a little bit before anybody comes over. You don't leave anything out that you're not supposed to. Or that you don't want people to see. So get yourself ready before you have anybody over. Protocol number four would be to invite your supporters to be your first friends. If you've already been in this model for a little while, and you have people that you've interacted with either through a mailing list or through using your blog, if you've had one so far, invite those people who are already supporting you to come over and be your friend at the new site. The reason you want to do this is because they will feel closer to you, number one, and number two, they can start promoting your site for you as well. It's not just you, it's you and five friends, which is always better than just you in the end anyway. But use your friends. Use people that are already acquainted with you in the marketplace. It's a great way to get your social network marketing going and make it more effective. Rule number five, post your most viral content. Don't post Grandma Nettie's peanut brittle recipe unless you think that that's something that people are really going to want to see. Okay, post the stuff that's most interesting about your site. Post the content that's being disseminated the most amongst the readers that you're engaging with. Get the content that's fresh and new, that's reflecting the new issues that you're working on out there quickly. Make sure that you do that before you come back and do some of your old stodgy, stale stuff. That way your old stodgy, stale stuff will actually become more well received because of your viral and newer and more effective stuff. Rule number 6, test the waters first. Don't just jump in. Don't take off all your clothes and jump in the water unless you know that it's going to be warm and inviting. Test your social networking page and to see how you can innovate it best to meet the people that you want to be associated with. Don't just let anybody in the door. You wouldn't do it at your home. Don't do it with your website. Don't do it with your business either. Take the time to look at people. Take it seriously and test them. Test that water before you jump in full force. You can do that a couple of ways. You can put out a couple of questionnaires and invite feedback and let people share their ideas with you. Okay, get a feel for the market before you engage it, before you jump in feet first, because you just might jump into a pool of sharks and you don't want that. Repairing damage is possible because the internet works the way that it does, and social marketing can help you in a lot of different ways to repair problems, but it's best not to hurt yourself before you get going in the first place anyway. So test the waters before you go in. The last rule that I'm going to hit you with here today is direct your users or your social marketplace to your website. Send them there. Don't just keep them in a place where they're in pause mode waiting for more information. Give them information and send them over to your website in case they want more information. It's a really simple thing to do. Just like I'm going to show you at the end of this video, there'll be a little blurb on there that you can see where we're at, the website, the phone number, all kinds of other things. I want you to come over and look at us. I want you to see us. I want you to interact with us, because if not, you're just going to sit out in limbo and wait for me to feed you some more information. Why not come over and let you just look at the house the way that it is? Putting easy, prominent links to get people to your website from your social marketing and social networking efforts is absolutely probably the most important of all 7 rules. So keep track of who comes to your site via those links and really leverage those social marketing networks that you've gotten your hands into, that you've taken your time to build, that you've done things and really made it appealing for people to come to your site. So if you have questions, comments, or if you'd like to get in touch with any of us, we would love to hear back from you. So you can comment on our blog or send us an email or even give us a call if you'd like. Looking forward to seeing you again in the near future. So have fun with your social marketing campaign. Make sure that your networking is effective by using these 7 rules. You'll never go wrong. So I look forward to seeing you again. Have a great day.